let's talk about yesterday's conditional statement. Today we will talk about the switch, which is the type of conditional statement. So switch is like a switch is like, if you switch on the condition, then it will give you the result. If you switch off the conditions, it will not give you the results. So switch is also behaves in that way. So let's see our syntax. In switch we will write number or character. So this is our syntax, but first of all we will see switch, number or character. So in number, here we can only write either number or character. So in this scenario there is a case 1, case 2 and default. Let's talk about case 1. In case 1 we will write here our constant number, and then we will print something and we will break, write a break syntax. Why? Because it's very important to switch on and switch off the statement. It's like if you switch on the conditions, then you need to switch off the conditions as well. You need to put the break just to finish the case of condition 1. If you didn't put the break, then it will go into the conditions 2, conditions 3, and it will check all the conditions. So you can do that as well, but it is also a default behavior. So due to that, you can simply put the in conditions break, right? If you didn't put the break, then it will be turned on to the switch on, and then it will not it will never end, and it will check all the conditions. So due to that, it's a default behavior. So due to that, you can put a break and then check every conditions. So in every conditions we will put break in every case. So in case 1 we put a break, in case 2 we put a break, and in default value. So in default value, if case 1 and case 2 has not been true, then print the default whatever we print here, right? We'll also see the example. So so this whole scenario looks like a if, else if, and else. So only the syntax are different, but the behavior and the conditions work as a if, else if, and else. Let's start our switch example. We'll start with a basic one. This is input and output, right? And from here you can write a code. So this is simple way. So here you can write, let's mention one, let's take example about days, right? Let's take a variable. After taking variable, we will this one will print in a terminal, right? So here 1 to 7. So weekly we will take our days. Then after we will simply identify our days, which will be integer. So this is identifying our data types which we already knows, and we will place our memories. So from here we can follow up the syntax. So we will write switch, and then here we can write our parameters. We have to write a parameters, which is the days, right? After that we will simply follow our syntax. So case 1 in this scenario. So in this scenario we'll follow the conditions. In that we will simply write printf here Sunday, right? And then what we learn is break, because if we don't put a break, then it will run every cases of a conditions, and it's a default behavior. So let's put a break. Right, so after putting a break, let's oh, my mistake. So let's do this. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, because we are going to return a in a weekly basis: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and let's put a backslash as well, we always forget. and here as well, backslash and we can simply put Tuesday, Wednesday, so here you go. Here we can write 5, after Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, spelling is correct. Thursday, Friday, right? Here we can write a backslash, then after here we can write 6, again 7, can write finally Saturday. So here you go, we have written a 7 cases, and at last what we can write is default, where you can write printf if it's not Sunday, or any if a user types a 29, then what else it will be? No conditions will, this conditions of 7 conditions, we have 7 conditions, and it will not be true. So due to that, it will go into a default value. Due to that, it will print it's not a valid days, isn't it? And we'll write this one, and let's see in our terminal. 1 to 7, let's, okay, so 5 Thursday, is it? Yes. So let's take our default value as well. Okay, so if we type 66, so it's not a valid days. So this is how we can work. This is an example of switch. So we can check about the break as well. What if else if we did not put the break? Okay, here you go. Okay, so what happened? Let's check in our terminal. So if I type a 4, which is basically a Wednesday, so you can see it will check after 4. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so it will check every conditions after 4. So this is a default behavior. So that is why it is very important to write a break in every case, just to avoid these conditions, like this result, right? So that's why we write a break. So here we go. Let's talk about our next topic, loop control instructions. So loop is a, so loop means it will repeat some part of a program until and unless it does not meet the conditions. So we have 3 types of loop: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So first of all, we will see the for loop. So in for loop, which is my favorite one as well, for loop. So in for loop we have a syntax. So first of all, we have to write a for and initialization. Initialization means, let's take a variable I and let's write 1, I is equals to 2, I is equals to 3. So it is like our initializations. We have taken a variable and taken initialization. Whenever I is equals to 1, it will print hello world. Whenever it will whenever I is 2, it will print again hello world. Whenever I is 3, then it will print a hello world. So this is a initializations. Whereas the conditions, what is a condition? So in conditions, we will write our conditions like, for example, so int I is equals to, if it will start from 1, then conditions. So conditions. So if we write int I is equals to 1, here we can write, do something means we can print hello world here, right? Here we can print hello world. If int I is equals to 1, it will print hello world, right? So how many times we have to write? So this is a loop. We can write as much as we want, but in a loop. So that's why we have to write in a conditions. So if I is less than or equal to 5, then updation means I is equals to I plus 1, or you can write with I plus plus. So in that case, if int start from int I is equal to 1, so in conditions we put our I is less than or equal to 5, so it will run up to 5 times hello world, hello world, hello world. It will runs up to 5 times. And how it runs? Because of the updations we do. So I is equals to, first of all, it will run 1 time hello world. Again it will go to the updations, 1 plus 1 2. Again it will print hello world, and up to because we have written a equal, so it will print up to 5 times. And again if we say if we write up to 5 times, then again it will go to the operations, 5 plus 1 6. So in that scenario it will stop our conditions and our loop, and then it will print up to a 5 hello world. So this is our conditions. So let's see in a VS Code. Okay, let's see our for loop example. Start with input and output studio.h. Then after main program we will start from here. This is just a step to follow, no need to memorize. You can do it after a lot of practice as well. So from here we'll initialize I, which will start from 1, and we did a initialization. Now it's time for conditions. How many times the loop will be using? So in that case I is less than or equal to 5, so we will write up to 5 times, which is like updations. At last we have to update as well. In that case, okay, what we can do is print hello world. So let's see in our terminal. See, hello world, hello world, hello world. So what is our mistake is, let's print into the next line. We always forget this one. Okay, you can see hello world, hello world, hello world up to 5 times, right? Now you can print okay, let's see our next example for loop. Let's print from 1 to 100, right? For that, simply we have to write a for, then after iterations, so int I is equal to, from 1 to 100 let's print up to how much. We have to write a condition for that. For that, I shall be greater or equal to 100, and we have to write our updations as well. For updations, let's print we have to identify our data types. Then let's not forget a backslash n and I. Let's print that, right? For that reason, let's see. Okay, did it print from 1 to 100? Yes, it did. It surely did. Now let's print we have print from ascending order. Let's print from descending order. For that, let's say okay, let's say from 10 to 1. For that, you have to write less than or equal to 1. For that reason, we have to do minus minus, because from it is from descending order. For that reason, we have to do minus, right? It will print 10, right? Then after 10, it will go here, and then I is equal to I minus 1, right? So that is 10 minus 1, 9, right? Again 9 will print, then again it will print 9 minus 1, 8. So similarly it will print up to 1. Let's see into the terminal. See, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 up to 1. So this is how we can do our for loop.